Interesting.
The woman that...
The legal
man who had a baby.
The woman who chose to be a man who had a baby?
Yes. This is the man who was called the pregnant man. You were seeing him in an interview I did with him last year with their first child, a little girl. Thomas, legally a man with his wife Nancy, who had a baby by natural birth, has just yesterday had another baby, this time a baby boy. So having
Vaginally?
Legally a man, but is a woman who had a baby. Because a man does not have a vagina.
Come out of?
The baby came out of a vagina.
Thank you.
A woman has a vagina.
Say it 4 more times.
A woman has a vagina. A woman has a vagina. A woman has a vagina.
He says
you can choose to be whatever you choose to be. She chose to be a man.
We know that. That was what the whole controversy.
Vagina.
This is the way he looked. The other picture before that, that's when he was pregnant a year ago. This is how he looked as a woman in Hawaii in a beauty contest. First of all, because I did the interview with them and I liked them. They're good parents and nice people.
They're very nice.
I would like to congratulate Thomas and Nancy.
Yes.
Now, this is a question. If you are legally declared a man by the state, and by the way, we do not know what it says about them on the birth certificate. That's very murky.
What about on the hospital records?
That's what I'm talking about. We do. Well,
no, I mean when you go into the hospital, you check.
He would check that he was the father. Yeah. But if you are legally determined you're a man, you have a legal marriage license, you have a social security number that says you are a man.
If you have a baby, you're a woman.
Well, that's it.
And if you want to be a man, if you keep saying you want to be a man, close. That's what I'm saying. If you want to be a man, do it. Go all the way.
There are reasons why that can be very difficult. What he says is, when we talk about what makes a man or what makes a woman, if you think like a man or a woman, if you feel like a man, it doesn't matter what your reproductive organs are, whether you have a
baby vaginally, you're a woman. Because no man, you know, it's one thing to think that you're feeling about something, but there are certain things you can't do. And men cannot have babies. They don't have the insides. Yes, we have. And so, unfortunately, you know, the terms that we are legally bound with, you know, is if you have a vaginal birth, you're a woman.
Then it's over.
You know, there are a lot of gay couples, women, that one is very butch and the other was very femme and all of that stuff. They go through their lives very happily. One looks a little masculine, the other doesn't. One has a baby, the other... And then they don't go on television and tell the world what they're doing. These people annoy me in that way, even though you say they're lovely. It's not... Why don't they just do it and be quiet about it? Why do they have to go on TV with that?
Well,
it just brings up the children.
You have to go back to the original. Originally, I have to remember the interview. It was becoming very public, and he wrote a letter to, what's that magazine?
The Advocate.
The Advocate.
Right. Yeah.
And then it all...
And then it all went to heck in a handbasket. Why, indeed? We'll never know the answer to that question, but when we come back with even more hot topics, we will take you to other interesting conversations.